Good morning. We're looking at Red Zell and LZ, two class racehorses, and we're looking at the difficulty of form assessment against class and distance. I'm Gary Robinson for www.horseracingasaustralia.info. Now, first of all, let's start with Red Zell. Very clearly here, we've got a rated price of $4. So in other words, we're looking to get $4 or better. The indication here is, though, that we're only going to get about $1.70. In actual fact, we're going to get around $1.80. So how do we line all this information up? So I'm looking in our form here using the GTX program, and you can see here that Red Zell is just winning everything in sight, as you can see. In actual terms of our ratings as such, the best we have for him is a 72.7. Okay. So the other information is this track and this distance, 2 starts for 2 wins. The distance overall, 5 starts for 2 wins and 2 seconds. If we look at the history of Red Zell, we see where our ratings are at. On these heavy tracks here, the ratings come out quite low, as you would expect, because obviously the horse is going to run much slower time. You can see that in the last preparation, things rose exponentially. And you can see here on this chart where we assess how the horse is going at his best distance, and you can see that this now is at the bottom of the horse's best distance. Never gone beyond 1200 metres, of course. So we would expect Red Zell will probably win again, but when we have a look at some of the other assessments, we're looking at Ball of Muscle was a big winner in the spring by a couple of lengths. Not as many good horses in that race, and he led all the way. It had been quite some time since he won, but on the 16th of September he rated a 69, followed by 67 and 68. Quite good. One of the disadvantages is he's now a 7-year-old, and we haven't got any assessments in there for that in relation to the prices. We go on and look at formality. 10 starts for 5 wins. Last start first up, he scored a 67.3. Actually, this horse over the distance has only had the 1 start here, but his best distance is quite clear. 3 starts at 1200 for 3 wins, had 1 go at 1400 and made a bit of a meal of it. Nevertheless, he's racing well, and he's recorded that, but when you look at the sort of races he's been in, nowhere near up to this class. So there are a couple of things we can look at when we're assessing the form. So on base values, how fast the horses can run, these are the values here. What they don't take into account of is a horse is actually classed, the ability of that horse under any circumstances just to improve and win, no matter what. Now we're going to look at Randwick Race 8, and we're looking at a less raced horse, Billy's race. It's Group 2 accordingly, and we've got LZ, as you can see, rated 4.9. Also with this filly, she's odds on, or around $1.80, and possibly we could take an all-up bet with Red Zell and LSE, and we'd say, well, okay, she should have all the class to win this. That's true. But when we have a look at this, we see that, okay, 9 starts for 3 career wins. First up was on a slow track, only rated a 50 first up before going on to rate a 65, and eventually getting a couple of wins in over 1400 and 1600. So quite clearly, this filly is better over longer distances. That goes without saying. How fresh will she be? Well, she's been going okay in trials, I can tell you that. Okie doke. So now we look at other runners in the race, and when we're assessing these, we can have a look and see that Sasso Caboro, 6 starts for 3 wins, so a really good strike rate. Was second at the Gold Coast on the 13th of January before fading to finish 6th, beating 4.5 lengths. That was after 2 very good wins at Hawkesbury and Randwick, and the form assessment rating was very, very good on the 30th of December. So the horse has been freshened up a little bit, or sorry, the filly has been freshened up a little bit, and of course the Lees have always been good with the female variety. Okay, moving on to Torville, only a couple of wins from 9, a top assessment of 59 there. Then we go to other ones here, we're looking at a 58 and so on. So clearly we have LZ on top, but when you add the ratings of all these other horses and put them in an assessment, They've all performed reasonably well, even if we go down to our very bottom rated horse in Red Zell, which has been racing overseas. And you see, she's had 50% wins as well, but her top rating on time is 48.4. That's because the Ellerslie track is renowned as a track where times can be very, very fast. So we've made an assessment for that and reduced them down. Okay, so that's just a little bit of an insight of how we look at these races. What we can't assess is the actual class, the willingness of a horse or a filly in the top class to win, regardless of the odds against us. So this, if you're looking at it, is outside the top 2 or 3. There's a very even field of fillies. When they race and they improve, as they will this autumn, it's going to be very, very different. That's the sort of things we put into it, and that's why you possibly should be interested in getting into our autumn package, and we can show you where you can hold with that. We assess those from Wednesday night. We follow the market trends and update those for you until finally we get to where we're going. I'm just going to click through for you now to where our store is. So at horseracingaustralia.info you can click the store. You can just go to the Wingform bookshop or go to the ratings and selection services. You'll see on here where you can order the autumn package for 2018. All the details are there. It covers you for the next 3 months. Good luck and thanks for watching.